we're seeing the behavior of buyers. They know that the supply is short. They hear the noise and the rumors and the media coverage, and I think they're behaving in ways that aren't maybe typical and normal, and so they're willing to pay more than the market data supports.
And of course, that ends up resetting the market once that closes, and then everybody down the street is either throwing a tag up or refinancing. So it kind of perpetuates.
Yeah, it's an interesting challenge for appraisers. What about when you are delivering these appraisals to underwriters, to your lenders? Are you finding pushback?
I really don't see a lot of pushback with my appraisals. Because I use a lot of the efficiency tools that I do and my staff uses, I am able to analyze a lot more comparables with less time. So a lot of times I'm including, as many as 9 comparables, analyzing all of those and adjusting them out for market conditions. And that way I have zero or the agent or the underwriter really has zero to come back at me with. To tell you the truth, my ROV percentage on current appraisals is much lower than it used to be.
Yeah, and that's actually the next question I wanted to get your take on, Daniel, was tell me about the ROV process and how that's impacting you or not. Is it something that's a real problem? I mean, we hear a lot of noise from time to time that it's a real thorn in the side of appraisers.
It is.
Is that what you see?
It is an extreme thorn in the side of the appraisers because, of course, we feel like we've analyzed everything that we possibly could and provided all the data that we can and supported all of our conclusions. When they come back with, say, for example, 3 sales that really have no bearing on the market value, it's an extreme waste of time. Because they don't want us to just, shoot a comment over to them in the portal. They specifically want us to comment on every sale, why we didn't use them. Well, where is my expertise, in this, that, why am I being provided with comparables that are not comparable? But, it's unfortunate part of the business and nature of the beast.
Yep, it certainly is. Excuse me. Yeah, it certainly is part of the ecosystem in which we work, where there's a single point estimate of value for sure.
But I feel like when I complete an appraisal that's not supporting contract, that I will make every effort to provide as much data as possible, so there is no question. And that's what I try to instill in my staff and my appraisers that work with us. It seems to help because we do get less ROVs, and for the layperson, ROV is a reconsideration of value, but we get less of them when we do provide as much data as possible. When I'm having trouble not making a contract, but when I'm having trouble, like, if it doesn't look like it's going to come in contract, I will look at the data that was provided me from the agent or the borrower or whoever provided data, and dig in and make sure that I didn't miss anything that they might have seen, and that way I can also analyze that data before they come back at me and say, well, why didn't you analyze the data that I gave you?
Sure. Yep. Just good business, and certainly appraisers are always interested to have the best and most current and most useful data available.